Been this year. Manufacturing the last 2 months went down, not up. We're going the wrong way. The private sector's not doing fine, nor is our country doing fine.
The campaign trail is heating up today as both President Obama and Republican candidate Mitt Romney spend big bucks to try and court the middle class.
Plus, family members of the suspect involved in the Temple shooting over the weekend speak out why they say this is completely out of left field.
This is KPVI News 6 Today for Tuesday, August 7th, 2012.
You are watching KPVI News 6 Today with Haley Smith and meteorologist Brandy Erickson. KPVI News 6, your news source for East Idaho.
Good morning if you're just waking up, and thank you for joining us. I'm Haley Smith. We'll get to all of your top stories in just a moment, but first let's check in with Brandy Erickson for your first look at the weather. Good morning, Brandy.
Good morning, everyone. We are going to have a very hot day today. We have temperatures as we walk out the door, not too bad at 63, 55 for the middle portion of the valley, 55 in Idaho Falls, and 56 in Rexburg right now. Wind speed up to about 5 miles per hour, nice and mild. Rexburg at about 4, 2-mile-per-hour wind out of the northeast in the Gate City. And we are seeing a few passing clouds this morning, mainly a little bit of smoke as well, because we did see that fire yesterday. So we do have some light smoke haziness, a little bit of cloud cover, and sunny skies are in the forecast. Right now, Idaho Falls is nice and mild, though, like we saw before, about 5-mile-per-hour winds and temperatures in the upper 50s. We have temperatures getting into the 90s today, and I'll have the details of that coming up in your full weather forecast.
All right, thanks, Brandy. The former stepmother of the alleged gunman behind Sunday's deadly shooting in Wisconsin is speaking out. Lori Page was the stepmother of 40-year-old Wade Michael Page for 20 years before she divorced his father almost a decade ago. Wisconsin police say Wade killed 6 people after he opened fire at the Oak Creek Temple Sunday before he was shot and killed by a police officer. Lori, who lives in Denver, Colorado, says she does not know what caused Wade to go on the shooting spree, and their entire family is devastated by the tragic events.
What has changed him, I have no idea, and obviously we're never going to know. I'm totally devastated. His father is devastated. We're pretty much in shock.
Now moving on to Utah, a wildfire burning in the Beehive State has prompted fire officials to issue a mandatory evacuation. The Pinyon Fire is currently burning at Camp Williams, but has reached the edges of Eagle Mountain, which prompted the evacuation order of 93 homes. The lightning-caused blaze has burned approximately 2,000 acres since it started Sunday evening at Camp Williams. The wildfire so far has destroyed 3 small buildings at the camp, which is the training site for the Utah National Guard. Authorities say Camp Williams has not ordered any evacuations.
In some news a little closer to home, fire departments from Chubbuck and Fort Hall responded to a fire Monday afternoon. The fire forced officials to close Tyhee Road. It threatened a mobile home in the area, but firefighters were able to save it. Witnesses say explosions could be heard possibly from a shop nearby. Smoke from the blaze could be seen from Interstate 15. And this morning, an American Falls woman is in the hospital in stable condition after she was attacked by 2 pit bulls. 61-year-old Nancy Davis was caught by surprise when 2 of her neighbor's pit bulls were attacking her dog in her backyard. She ran out to help her dog. After the dog was inside, she decided to go let her neighbor know the pit bulls were out. But before she could make it to the street, the 2 pit bulls caught up with her and attacked. Davis was rushed to the hospital where she had reconstructive surgery on her entire head. She is in stable condition at the ICU. Davis is friends with the neighbor who owns the dogs, and the family of the victim says the pit bulls were raised in a nice home. Because of the circumstances of the attack, both dogs will be euthanized.
Well, in your local politics today, the former physician, college instructor, and congressional candidate who threatened employees at an office supply store with a handgun has been sentenced to 5 years on probation. Cynthia Klinkingbeard was sentenced Monday on 1 count of aggravated assault, and 3 other charges were dropped. Prosecutors say Klinkingbeard went into a Staples on March 16th to get some campaign posters. She then told some employees they were going to meet God and brandished a handgun while waiting for a ride. Court records say Klinkenbeard is diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She taught classes at the College of Western Idaho and Boise State University, but was let go by both schools. She lost her physician's license back in 2005 after regulators found her manic episodes had worsened. And Democratic State House hopeful who was accidentally outed as a bisexual by a party colleague earlier this year has withdrawn from the race. Nate Murphy of Pocatello had sought election in District 29. In March, he was accidentally outed after Idaho's only openly gay lawmaker, Senator Nicole Lefevre of Boise, said that Murphy would be taking up her legacy. Murphy's former campaign manager, Ryan Hand, said personal issues prompted the 23-year-old candidate's departure from the race, not the outing.
The 2012 presidential election is on track to be one of the most expensive in history. Millions, if not billions, will be spent by the time November comes around. August is heating up with both presidential candidates raking in big bucks at fundraisers, all the while trying to court the middle class. Claire Leka has more on the story from Washington.
Mitt Romney in New Hampshire isn't just hauling groceries, he's hauling in the cash to the tune of more than $101 million last month. $25 million more than Team Obama's take in July. Romney has now topped the president in fundraising 3 months in a row.
Really what both campaigns are trying to do, particularly the Obama campaign, is define the opponent as much as they can.
While both campaigns are raking in millions, spending lots of that money on political ads, they are also going after middle-class voters by saying the other one is out of touch.
He'd asked the middle class to pay more in taxes so that he could give another $250,000 tax cut to people making more than $3 million a year. It's like Robin Hood in reverse. It's Romneyhood.
Ohio Senator Rob Portman on Romney's VP shortlist was quick to counter.
Consumer confidence, it's lowest it's been this year. Manufacturing the last 2 months went down, not up. We're going the wrong way. The private sector's not doing fine, nor is our country doing fine.
But many campaign donors seem to be doing fine. Hollywood movie mogul Harvey Weinstein threw a private A-list event for the president at his home in Westport, Connecticut last night that took in $2.5 million. Claire Leka, NBC News, Washington.
Mitt Romney will be in Illinois today to talk about reviving manufacturing jobs. He'll also attend 2 fundraisers there. President Obama stays close to the White House today with 2 fundraisers this evening in Washington.
And right now, let's take a look at what's coming up today on the Today Show.
Morning from London. Coming up on a Tuesday morning on Today, we'll talk to Team USA's latest